Hey YouTube, Wagwan, welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna go over the Dodge Dart and the Chrysler 300. They are basically the same car. We're gonna talk about the most common problem that they give. So they are basically the same car, guys. It's just a few cosmetic change, and it's the same engine. They have the same transmission. They have the same parts. So with that said, let's get started in the video. The first thing we're going to talk about is the motor mount. It caused the motor mount go bad in this car, and it caused the car to vibrate a lot.
A lot of ways to check for a bad motor mount, and I'm gonna go over some where you can check for a bad motor mount. So what you want to do is put the car in drive and foot on the brakes, foot on the gas, give it a little bit of gas, and the car should try to move forward, but it can't go forward because you're holding the brakes. So what's gonna happen? The motor gonna flex a lot. So if it's flexing too much, then you know you have a bad motor mount. You can see which one of the motor mount the flexing is really bad at, and you can go ahead and change that. As well as you can put a jack underneath the engine since you checking the engine mount. So you want to put a jack underneath the engine, jack it up a little bit just to take the pressure off the motor mount itself, and you will feel the vibration change or get less. Then you know it's a bad motor mount for real. You know it's that one. Also, you can do the same thing for the transmission. And also, guys, when you put in the jack underneath the transmission, you want to make sure you have a piece of board there so you don't damage the oil pan for the transmission or the engine. So that's one way to know. And to all you know that the motor mount is bad is when you put a car in drive too, you can feel the car vibrating even worse. Like any form of load you put the car under, you feel it vibrating. So you're driving, you feel the vibration when moving off, and then it go away because it's not really under a lot of strain to just cruising down the road. But once you come to a stoplight, the car wanna move, and you holding the brakes, you gonna feel that vibration. So that's one way to know. So guys, let's move on to the next problem that these cars give, and that's gonna be CV joint or CV axle. Depends on where in the world you're from. Because back in Jamaica we call them CV joint, and here in America we call them CV axle. So what we're gonna do now to know if your CV joint is bad, you wanna go to a big empty lot, like you don't really need a big lot, but where it can make full turns, like fully, like a big circle. So you want to turn the steering wheel all the way to one side and then turn the steering wheel all the way to the next side. So you want to do it on both sides. So when you have the steering all the way to the left, you want to go ahead and press the gas with the car in drive. Press the gas so the car can move like you're pulling out. So kind of give it a little bit of gas, but not too much to spin the wheel, but a lot of gas to kind of move it, you know? So once you do that, you will hear like a clicking sound coming from the CV axle. That's one way to know you'll have a bad CV axle for sure. Let me try and make the sound. I think it's gonna like or click or something like that. Depends on how hard you press the gas. You will hear that clicking sound, and that's for sure you're gonna know that you have a bad CV axle. But once you straighten the car up and press the gas, the noise don't happen. Bad CV axle right there. The other thing to know is shaking from your when you press the gas. When you press the gas, the car shake a lot. Then you let go of the gas, the car stops shaking. Get back on the gas, the car starts to shake. That is a bad CV joint right there. How you gonna diagnose that problem is try to get the car, like get the front wheels off the ground because it's front wheel drive. Get the front wheel off the ground, put the car in drive. You can turn off the traction control. Put the car in drive and look at the CV axle. You will see the CV axle hopping around or going up and down. It's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to just spinning around and steady and stay still. It's not supposed to be going up and down. Once you see that, that's your problem right there. Bent CV axle. Common problem in this Chrysler 200 and the Dodge Dart. The next common problem, but one more thing on the CV axle, you can check underneath there to look and see if you have any leak in the boot, where the boot rip and the the grease leaking out. So what you can go ahead and just get rid of that boot, change it, bad CV axle. Alright, the next common problem with this car is transmission, guys. This transmission, whereas on the 2015 and 16 and the Chrysler 200 and Dart same too, the transmission go bad a lot. It's like it shift funny. It's just bad shifting and that. They try to do like a software update on it and kind of lessen the problem, but its problem is still there. Once you feel it, you will know. And hopefully your car have warranty for that one. All right. So then on to the next problem. And guys, the engine in these cars they overheat a lot too. So you gotta maintain, watch all that, and the oil cooler. Oh my gosh, when the oil cooler bursts in these cars, the whole system gets clogged up. Sometimes it might show on the dash that the car is overheating, and it then you can pull over. You might be able to save the engine, but sometimes it doesn't show that the car overheating. You're driving down the street, oil clogged up all the radiator cores and all that, and then boom, car overheat, engine messed up. I seen this car. I saw like a customer change the engine like 3 times for overheating because of a bad oil cooler. So be careful of that. If you can go ahead and change your oil cooler, you just go ahead and change it because once it reaches certain age or a certain mile, they're gonna burst. So that's one way to save yourself the headache of getting a new engine on this car. And also, guys, the airbag light on, that's not really a big problem, but it's just poor build quality. They placed the plug at the wrong spot. So you have somebody in the back of your car or you have kids in the back of the car with their feet underneath the front seat, they're gonna kick the plug that control the airbag for the airbag squid for the seat. So the seat airbag, that controller, that gonna cause your airbag to come on and that will disable your airbag. Cause once the airbag light is on, the airbag not gonna want to deploy it. So you wanna fix that with ASAP. But what you can do is make sure you plug it back in tight. If you can try and relocate it a little bit, that will help too. So yeah, just try to do that part right there. And let me get into some question and answer from some of the comments. I'll just read them out. So somebody asks where I get my parts from. Most of the parts I get it's from the dealer, guys. So if you have a dealer in your neck of the hood, you can go ahead and order your parts from the dealer. They will sell it to you as an ordinary person. Now, you don't have to be calling from another dealer or none of that. Just get your VIN. Normally they ask for the year, make, and model, and also your last eight of the VIN, just so they can get everything for that car, to get the correct parts for that car. So just have your VIN handy when you call in the dealer, and they will sell you the part and charge you taxes. And also, most of the parts you can find on eBay and Amazon. I try to leave links in the description if I find them on Amazon, but yeah, you can find them on eBay because eBay have a whole new thing where they have like eBay models now. So they will even give you like used parts if you wanna order it from there. So there you go, you can get from there. So this person, Brian Lopez, said thank you so much. I thought I had to take the inside door panel off, but your method is much easier. So guys, on a lot of cars where you can just hold the handle right around and open the door, you do not have to take the door panel off. Not only Nissan, this one that he's talking about is on Nissan, so it's not only Nissan, you can do it on a lot of cars. Yeah, I can do it on Hyundai, Toyotas, you can do it on Toyotas too, and Volkswagen, you can do it on Volkswagen. It's the same procedure, just different size torque bit's gonna be in the door, or maybe it's a 10 millimeter or whatever it may be. But the worst thing to happen when you're doing one of those is to drop your socket in the door. Then your door open and have to come off, or you might be like, man, forget that socket. But then it's gonna be rattling all around in the door, so still end up to you have to take the door open off. Let's see what's the next one. So Gary was like, Gary Harris said, great video, bro, but my OCD at the end not showing us it worked properly. So guys, with that video, I was hurrying. It was a Chevy Malibu where I replaced the trunk latch. Yeah, it worked, but I was hurrying to give the customer back the car because they were waiting on the car. So I just hurry up and do that. I'll cut out most of the videos. So I didn't really show all the step in it, but I showed the majority of the step where if anything happened, you can do it on your own. But I'm sorry for that one, guys. As you see, most of my videos, once I have the time, I will show you from what's it's doing, and then I show you that it's working up to finish. So yeah, guys, if it's not working, I'm not gonna post the video until it's working, and I'm gonna add whatever else I do, whatever else I do to get it to start working. So that's the type of person I am. Alright guys, so this will be the end of the video. I will just end it right here. I will try to make more of these videos. You can go ahead and leave your comments in the comment section. I will be down there going back and forth with you guys. And also if I miss anything on the Dart and Chrysler 200, you can let me know. And you guys can suggest whatever cars you guys have, and when you leave a comment you can look for me to come answer your comment like this because it's a lot of comment that I can't really go through and answer it, but I try my best to answer some. So if yours don't get answered, just wait for the next video. I will try to drop them more often so you guys can actually, if I can just do question and answer, even if it's once per day or something like that, so you guys can really get the feedback that you guys looking for. So yeah guys, peace out, see you next time, God bless.